Some of the passive young persons between the ages of 18 players, showcasing persons here really want. So I get all the information.
Stephen Weeks, Public Affairs Officer, DU. Thomas Lynch would be let's just class secondary away from Cuba. No garbage. We also you see what we're talking. Sunny has the past few years is going to different spaces, going to different events to attempt to motivate young people in terms of being the best that they can be, and that's why we invited him here to just share with you some motivational information that could really take you to another level in terms of being that better you. So help me welcome Sunny.
Morning, 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 morning. You all right? Okay, all protocols observed, all especially invited guests. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all very much for being here. My name is Karen Seeley, as you heard, also known as Sunny Bling. I'll give you a quick rundown. So I went to Rosary Boys Primary School. I'm from Chaguanas, by the way, so I'm accustomed to that 5 a.m. traffic since beginning of time. So I went to Rosary Boys. After Rosary Boys, I went to Woodbrook Government Secondary. Then after Woodbrook Sec, I did Trinidad and Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute. I did culinary management, strangely enough. Yes, I can cook. That's quite correct. I actually I did my internship at for the late Prime Minister, as in Patrick Manning. I was a chef in his kitchen for about 3 months. That was something. That was a nice experience. And I've worked at many restaurants around the country, and before really getting much more into entertainment. While at TTHTI, I was actually the vice president of the Student Guild. I went up for the elections, and I'll tell you a bit about, we're going to come around to branding right now, and you know how important it is to market yourself, right? Because a popularity contest is a serious thing. People think, oh my goodness, you need to do this, you need to do that. But you see, popularity as in branding, that's a real serious thing. So at TTHT, I wanted to be in the Student Guild. I had no idea how to run the Student Guild, but I wanted to be in the Student Guild because being popular and thing, that's the places you need to be. You need to be in something. So I came to school every day with a bow tie on, with my polo t-shirt, and I had some papers that I printed out saying, vote for me. Long and short is I went up for vice president, and I became the vice president with more votes for vice president than the president got for president. That means something, right? I could have been president if I wanted to, but I didn't want to be the president. It's too much responsibility. I just wanted to be in the office. So I got there. Long and short is, branding is very important, all right? And while there, I had a friend, Jason Piru, who's actually a chef now. He's at Fanatic Kitchen. He's a celebrity chef. He actually told me, boy, why don't you go on audition for this comedy tent, you know? And strangely enough, the audition took place right here, on this stage right here, about 14 years ago. All right, I came to the audition. I did a Michael Jackson something, and basically it worked out from there. I started working with Larry Joseph, late Beulah King, you know what I mean, among a few others. On this same stage, we did quite a few shows for about 4 years, every carnival season. And it developed and developed. I ended up on Synergy TV doing the same skit that I started here. They wanted me to do it there. Then I ended up on Synergy TV for 1 year. From Synergy TV, I was hosting quite a few shows because big people we hosting for. So, you know, you have to dress the part. And, of course, young people never have the right wardrobe. So I was, you know, borrowing daddy shirt, borrowing daddy shoes and hosting these shows. And the guy I was hosting for at the time turned out to be the producer for 94.1 that was going to open at the point in time. He saw me at Synergy and he's like, you know what, I have something for you. So I ended up doing something on the phone for about 10 minutes every day for about 3 months. And then they called me and they said, you know what, we want you to join us on the radio. And December the 15th is going to be 11 years since I've been doing primetime radio as well. So I moved on from 94. I'm at Slam now. We can all be great nowadays, neck all over. This thing has been overdressed. You know, it's all right, fantastic. Tough, tie and out, unbuttoning, feel less of. I was point that it's not the wardrobe, but young people into fashion and style. You like makeup and all the night. I mean, it's you know what I mean, you could mix it. I'm going to say a couple of dreams and going after you that I really want to share with you all right now. I'll give you a next one. I'm going to pray. You know, you mean that's so good. It is said that all have God within them from the desert. That took place. I would really encourage goals. Steve as your best policy. I actually built an office just because I wanted to. So I do at Syria. So I might be a radio man, as they say, but I operate differently. I sit in an office. I file certain things. You know what I mean? I have a gentleman to the back here who works with me on radio. He's actually my personal assistant. So I employ people as well. You know what I mean? So, and it's not much of a job actually. He's around me and we make sure we make life easier. Google personal assistant, you'll understand what he does. He just makes life a little easier. And it's not just about me saying, oh, I have somebody working with me, but I am actually at the point where I can now teach somebody something. You know, as I said, I didn't come up with the degrees and everything else, but I am still able to empower someone else with knowledge and information to get to different points. So early on, we did some, we did all of that. You say, I'm entrepreneurship week. Why are you serious about someone else? You know, so we go find today, he's on your laptop, ready to go through. Not a visa. For a visa, just do your social media. Pose off, so is really, and you need to honor thing more than the long story short. But if our direction that is no, but my point is out of what I said.
Proud of our sons, all of them, sirs, or two. I heard Chinese man, what? It's the direction in terms of the challenges, I'm saying in terms of his journey.
And one thing, the one thing was going as a Ybtt, he was sitting in bed, but for 20, I'm on. So to do rapping, sound and create a business. And that's what I do in YTC. And I also, one of the greatest things that I've had working as an entrepreneur is that I get to do what I like, and I also get to do what I like with my friends. So through this whole journey, I'm able to now hire friends, and we work together, and we do things that we like to do. So I don't sit down in an office whole day doing nothing. Whenever Ybtt calls me, I can answer, I can come in, because they call me a lot. As Andrine, yeah. And I have a lot of free time, and I'm able to work sometimes. Like this year, we had, I don't know if you all know Anime Carib, the animation festival that is held once a year. Me and my team, we were the winners of Anime Carib in 2016. Right, so we won that competition. So throughout this whole entrepreneurial journey, although there's times when it can get really rough, is what left inside you. Is the passion inside is what will drive you forward. Because the equipment, the money, the investment, all that can come and can go. But it's what you have to go forward with at the end of the day is what matters. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua. Joshua could not have ended on a more stronger note in terms of failing, having some challenges, because when he had the incident in 2014, he could have said, well, I ain't think about it with that again. Eh? But he continued, he persevered, and there he has a story to tell. And that is what entrepreneurship is about. It's a story, it's a journey, but at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is success. Let's give Joshua another round of applause. Our next speaker is Mr. Stephen Weeks, who offered to be here with us today as one of our guest speakers, representing the U.S. ambassador. He's the public affairs officer, very motivational person, and I'm sure you would enjoy what he has to share with you. Let's welcome him.
So, a government official, right? Which is kind of weird because most Americans would rather be entrepreneurs than government officials. How many here would like to work with the government? Oh, come on. Right, because it's, yeah, right. In this country, the government employs something like 60% of the, or something like 60% of the workforce, right? But if the country is going to succeed in a competitive global marketplace, that has to change, right? And so it's up to you as the future of this country to develop skills that can be marketed, that can provide services and goods that people need so that you can create employment for yourself, money for your family, and build jobs, right? And that's what this is about. Right, because people, we realize, hey, Trinidad and Tobago, we've had oil for a while, it's been great, built some good school systems, got right people, and now things have to change, right? And as Josh tells you, and as Sonny said, it's not easy. You got to adapt, right? You got to listen and learn. You got to figure out what people want, and you got to meet that need, right? and that's a change. But you know what? The thing, your generation is got a different mindset, and you're already halfway there, right? And so it's not so much, I don't think it's so much of convincing you to be entrepreneurs as it is to find exactly what it is that you want to do, what your talent is, what your passion is, and take those, your talent and your passion, and use them to meet the needs of your community, your nation, the global marketplace, whatever, right? Because that's ultimately what it's got to be. Sonny and his career, right? Josh is an artist. He's turned that into a career. And being flexible and adapting to challenges has really been the key to both of their successes, right? Me, I went to a community college when I first entered tertiary education, and I eventually graduated, but I didn't go to a fancy school. I worked really hard. I made my way. I became an entrepreneur pretty early. I was a writer, editor, and media consultant. I worked for myself. I made pretty good money. I did okay. But then in 2008, there was the global financial meltdown, and that's why I became a government official, right? So if I hadn't been affected by the global, come out and talk to kids like you. But I'm not, I'm a different case, and what I really want to talk to you about is people who I just met yesterday, because I really shouldn't be speaking with you today. What I wanted was for the folks who had just come back from the United States to participate in the Young Leaders of the Americas initiative to talk to you, because they are local entrepreneurs who have great ideas and a lot of talent. They just spent 6 weeks in the U.S. meeting with other entrepreneurs from the Western Hemisphere and in the United States, and they came back and they were on fire. They were like, wow, there's so many things I want to do, and there's so many ideas I've got and connections I've got and everything else. So let me tell you a little bit about them. I'm going to have to refer to my list because I don't remember them. I don't want to forget one of them. So we got Brian Benoit. He has a Steel Pan Academy where he teaches steel pan and uses it as outreach. And he went over to the States and he met people who already play pan. He taught people how to play pan. And now he's envisioning a global pan network of people who play pan. But what he wants to do is figure out a way to make money, right? So sell recordings, charge admissions for performances, sell T-shirts, everything else like that. Deirdre Lee King works in virtual reality and augmented reality, and she has just really some amazing ideas about high tech. Now, how much high tech is here and how much virtual reality is here? Well, she's building that industry right here, and she got an amazing experience coming from the States. Nalisha Adams is with Caribbean Youth Development, and Alpha is doing agricultural outreach, Y Farm, and talking about farming and healthy eating. And then finally, Janelle Frazier, who is got a media company. So these kids, and they're kids, they're very young. They came from here. They went to the United States. We funded their travel. We set up an entire program with them where they did internships, and they met with different people, business leaders in the U.S. and the other participants in the program. And now they're coming back, and they're kind of part of our family. Why do we do that? Why do we spend all this money to help people develop their businesses here in Trinidad and Tobago? How does that help us? Because it's going to help us if Trinidad and Tobago develops a more robust and diversified economy, because Trinidad and Tobago, they'll be more prosperous and more secure. And then also, if there are talented and passionate people creating really cool businesses here that Americans can trade with, that's going to help us as well. because the secret of entrepreneurship is it's not one pie that we split up and divide, and one, if I get a bigger slice than you do, then you have to get a smaller one, right? In fact, the pie grows if you nurture it, if you build the market, and if you grow economically and create jobs. And that's the way that you should be thinking. Don't be thinking, okay, if he gets something, he's taking it away from me. What you should be thinking is, if I collaborate with that person, we can grow something together and both of us can benefit, right? And that's the kind of mindset that you need in order to succeed as an entrepreneur, right? You think about collaboration, you think about teamwork, you think about creation and nurturing, right? The fruit falls from the tree, you eat the fruit, and then you plant the seed, right? Seed's going to grow another plant with more fruit, and then there's more for everybody, right? So I think it's great that you're interested in this. I hope that you get a lot out of this workshop. I hope that you think of the U.S. Embassy as a resource to help you build your dream. And I want you to go on our Facebook page, like our Facebook page, follow the stuff that we're doing. And to figure out how to make it dream big. And I wish success. Thank you.
Ways from all of our, how in time, there's America's in, 6 weeks, so give applause, please. Speaker he left his shirt and racial rent to table meeting.
We were awarded the 2016 Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year by the Trinity Bay Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by EY, which was a fantastic feat as far as I see, because you heard where I'm from, Las Cuevas. We more or less came up from nothing, if you want to put it like that. And I just remember just getting that first email when they said that we were nominated to be a finalist in that competition, and it was a real bad day at work. It was like, there's real pressure, and it just that came up, and we were like, it's just like, you just see a light at the end of the tunnel, you get a spark kind of thing. You was like, yeah, somebody seeing what we're doing and taking note of the hard work that we're doing. And with that, I just wanted to get into, if you listen to the other entrepreneurs as they spoke about stick-to-itiveness, knowing what you want to do and sticking to living your passion, keeping your passion with you. People, you can make somebody a business there for that moment when they could. And if that's where, as I say, we came to Ybtt, I started to go to school. I never thought I'd be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be a scholar. I wanted to study. I wanted to be one of those people, on TV, like, hey, this is David Thomas. He's somewhere to talk about this and that or whatever. That's what I wanted to be. I was a nerd. I still consider myself a nerd, but, I like Star Wars and Star Trek and thing. Right? But it is that. But the thing is, and strange, just to divulge a bit, I kind of doing that now. And I didn't think that I'd ever end up doing that. It was just a dream at the time. I wanted to be that. I noticed I'd get for a cup of Joe. Oh, listen to what I'm saying. With nothing, we had our first loan from Ybtt. I remember we had this, I think we were going to buy these fancy crates and do all of this and all of that. And, they called us for the interview. We had to go and present in front of a panel. I was like, I was scared. Because you come in to tell these three experienced business people that, all right, I want to sell produce online. And I want you to give me money to do it. And so it was like, all right. And at the end of the day, they gave us $10,000. Which is less than some people's salary now, And so we had this $10,000 and we had to go back to where go back to the drawing board, as they say, and understand, okay, we can't afford the crates. We can't afford to buy we wanted to use usable bags. We can't afford to buy those. We bought plastic bags. We wanted to print the bags. We can afford to print the bags. We made stencils. and markers. And we drew the name Market Movers on those plastic bags. And that, going through that process, it taught us to separate our needs from our wants. And that's something I think that should not only apply to business, but should apply to life as well. Knowing that this is something that I need. And I'm going to put my energies behind that. It might come across things that you might want, but they'll distract you from what you really need. And that was our guiding force ever since through business, even up to now. And we still be, do we really need to do this? Do we really, is this essential to our business? And we whittle it down and then we realize, no. We could do something else that's more cost effective, that might have a better effect, kind of thing. Right? And so that's one of our major lessons that I learned as a business person, or entrepreneur, I should say. I also learned, I remember when I left the bank, one of the main reasons, I couldn't sit in one place for too long. That was my major problem in the bank. My supervisor would be like, where's David? Where's David? Going for coffee, going down so, talking to that one, talking to this one. I couldn't sit for long, and I was bored because my mind was, I'm an outdoors kind of person as well. I couldn't sit down in the air condition all day and just, up to this day, I think the first time I wore a tie in the 7th Saturday. And it was painstaking. When I say, they say formal, let me just conform for once. So I wanted to do, I was bored in the bank, and I wanted to grow my hair. So that was one of my driving forces, like, I need freedom. I need to liberate myself, as they say, and that was one of the things. And I decided, hey, I didn't really have much of a plan. I said, okay, I'm leaving. That's it. I remember the exact moment I decided to leave the bank. I went up in the bush or something like a repo. Yeah, no, a repo. I was sitting down there and I was watching one and I looking and had a nice little orchard. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to be involved in. And the next week I sent in my resignation letter, and it was like, for 2 weeks I couldn't tell my parents I left the bank. I told them I was on sick leave. I was like, because I grew up, they're more like what we call civil servant kind of oriented. You get as a guy was in a government job, you get a bank job, and you're fixed. You do that for the rest of your life. You retire, and then, you just wait till you die, kind of thing. But I couldn't live that life. I was like, nah, you always say, I jump out, right? And then I left the bank. I was like, I had to do something. And at the point, as from last years, I think I asked my grandfather for a loan to buy the boat. He said no. I said, all right, well, I'll buy the boat myself. I bad. And then spend all my money behind the boat. Jump out, buy the boat thing. I probably made boat cost me about $40,000. Probably made about $500 from the boat. To my real rat job. And, that was real problems with that boat. And then I eventually sold it. I got rid of the boat. And I was sitting there, like, I literally didn't have $1 to my name. I had a broken down old van. I had a wagon with real fish that sell that in my pocket to do something. It had more, because I grew up in Barretire. I didn't know anything, but I wanted to say, Mark, she used to bring the gift of time, some cool, effective system, good at all. There was at that time, let's do things, man, to raise the hand. But yes, customers, it's valid. For us, 10 customers, we at it, we kept going at it. And in 4 years' time, we moved from 10 customers to over 500 customers on the database. All right, and that was just basically just hard work. There's hard work going out there. Couldn't even afford that, hey, this is good stuff, or how about business? We grew to the, but still, Rachel's mom's gallery, back about 4. I said, Boxer said, I'll tell you, if you're an entrepreneur, you have more time for yourself. That's a big fat lie. Because, if you think about it, entrepreneurs not really sane enough. Because, as they say, you want to work, you literally work 80 hours a week, so that you don't have to work 40 hours a week. It really makes sense if you think about it, but love. It don't really make sense to do it. But, and we kept through, it was really hard, really, really hard. I had to get up at 4 work, parents and the transport, all kind of things just to put $1 in my pocket. And he was like, I was hustling, as you would say. And he said, no, there's a Arabic word called, the name is istikama, which means steadfastness. And when he told me that, and he's like, fine, stick to one thing, and stick to that, and do it, and do it, and do it until it's, and don't deviate. We never settle. Next one, we were like, it's not boring. That big as that dream format mightn't work, and I have 100 employees. Find it interesting.
Thank you, David. Let's give David another round of applause. So what we have been doing so far, and that is how the program is going, we have the actual practitioners, the entrepreneurs, sharing their stories, sharing their experiences, and we also have the motivational pieces to help you get to that point. It's going to feel that we want you all to have. CEO of, he's one of Ybtt from Ybtt.
I'm not hearing any voice. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to be very energetic. How much time do we have, Shadran? 1 hour. I'm going to have some Ybtt and Joshua, every entrepreneurship. Times as you all did advance. How many? Those who have ideas, stand up. Stand up, stand up if you have ideas. All right. That's very good. First, I like with this side or the side. Have ideas. Ideas? Oh, 2, sorry. Okay, great. There are 2 people who have ideas from this school. All right. So what we're going to do now, so you can sit down now. It's good to see. What we're going to do now is play a game of how do you turn ideas into a quick business. And it's something that we could squeeze in an hour, but we will try our best to show you how you could actually turn an idea into a business. And where those people who don't have ideas, just give me a reason why you think you don't have an idea. Why? You just don't want to be an entrepreneur, or you want to work in corporate? Just any reasons? No reasons? I'm here. How you could basically co-op on, and that's our goal today. How could you take an idea and turn it into a potential business? So I'm going to have David are going to ask you to join me on stage just now. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to I want you all to shout out words. And I have Akila, who's also part of Lunch Rocket. Akila, raise your hand. All right, say hi. So you're going to just shout out random words. The first word that comes to your mind, just shout them out. All right? Are you all ready? You all side ready? All right. Go. Whoa, hold on. Slow down. Let's go this side first. That's okay? All right, go. Food. What? Other hand. Football. Money. Luxury. Marketing. What? Tricks. Risk. Doesn't have to be business words. It can be anything. Go ahead. What about on this side? Basketball. King. Spa. Game. What? Money. I think somebody called money before. All right. So how much words we have so far, Akila? Now I have 9 words. All right. I want 1 more word. Huh? Vacation. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this game where we're going to randomly choose 2 of those words and try to create a business idea from it. Think it's possible? Yeah? All right. So I'm going to ask, actually just give me any 2 random words to make it faster. Basketball and spa. All right. So what I'm thinking, so one of the things when you're creating a business idea is, a lot of people say, I have this idea and I went to the bank and they didn't understand and they have this problem where they're trying to get funding or they're trying to get support and people don't understand. And there's a reason for that. The reason is you need to be able to explain your idea clearly. And in the business system, as entrepreneurs, we say you need to be able to pitch your idea clearly. All right? So you need to be able, have you all ever heard about the elevator pitch? Who didn't hear about elevator pitch? So elevator pitch is basically, imagine going into an elevator, you go in, and then after you see, let's say, direction. Direction is in the elevator, and you're wait, no, but Derek, boy, this man has money, boy. I wonder if I could pitch an idea to him to help him to say, wait, now I like that idea. Come to my office next week, we'll sit down and talk, and we'll see how I could fund your business. So you're in the elevator, and the elevator at maximum will take a minute to go wherever it's going. At maximum, depending if you're in a tall building, it might take 20 seconds or less. But you need to be able to get your idea across to Derek so quickly that Derek says, wow, this sounds cool. Now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask David, I'm going to put David on the spot to ask David to take 1 minute to pitch. Explain why we do it. Time excellent start. And Tobago. And let me tell you what I've realized. One of the biggest problems for basketballers is that they have a lot of problems just relaxing and just chilling out. And because we're so tall, the biggest thing is the spars are so small. So I can't lie down properly. So I have created this thing called the basketball spa, where it's for tall people who want to be able to just lie back and feel that water in you. I have a degree in basketballology and a degree in spaology. And I'm asking you to give me $10,000 to prototype this idea. If you give me $10,000, I'll give you an investment in my business of 20%. In Trinidad and Tobago, 70% of the people are over 6 feet. So that's why I think we have a market for it. And I think we could make about $2 million within the first 2 years. Time up. Now, I made up stuff. And the reason why I made up stuff is because sometimes we get, it's challenging to think outside of the box, to go out, and just really think, hey, how do I create an idea, and how do I see problems? How do I look at things differently? So, David, you think you want to do basketball spa too, or something else? Something else. Give him another 2 words. Food and vacation. And these are 2 things David loves. All right, so if you're going to have a minute, you're going to create a business with food and vacation, all right, new business, and you're going to try to sell it. And I think you listen, I saw you listen to my idea. So you're going to judge between David and I who are the better ones. Who would you invest your $10,000 in, all right? All right. So time up. Ready? All right, go.
Hi, Mr. Chin. My name is David Thomas. All right, and what I've realized recently is that young people want to enjoy food. All the way, the Food Network is popular, but at the same time they want to enjoy everything else. They want to go on a vacation, all right? And I believe that if we can come up with we have packages, all right? And these packages going to be all inclusive, but you're going to eat what local people eat. You're going to enjoy what the local people. You're going to go to Tanzania and eat what Tanzanians eat. You're going to enjoy Tanzania as they do, all right? And I believe that the idea of combining food and vacation could be sold very easily to the millennials, right? Everybody now wants to enjoy that. They want to be able to experience everything, and I believe. Jared had figures and all kinds. He's doing this for a job. Yeah. Right.
Right, but it's challenging, huh? It's challenging, and we put them on the spot. We did put them on the spot, right? But what we're going to do now, we're going to break you all up into schools, and we're going to get you all to shout out. Maybe I may ask you all right, so those who have ideas, stand up again, because we may use your ideas. All right. So quickly, 2 people with ideas. All right. 2, between 1 and... Go with which idea? Tanya, all right, Tanya is it. So we have Tanya stand up. From this school, quickly, we have a short time. Between the 2 gentlemen, who should go? Which idea? You all choose. Joel, all right, Joel, that's it, easy. All right. And this school, between 3, the rest of the students choose. Who should go with their idea? Which idea? Which idea? Which idea? Just choose, quick. One person. Who's the one? All right, stand up. Who's standing? You standing? All right, great. All the people who I chose so far, stand up. And who going with your idea? You alone? All right, good. So, the switch. All right, cool, no problem. All right, so the 5 students. Who going? Oh. All right, so first, I have a cup for you. We're going to make it real. Then you're going to work with 2 builders for the 5 students. You're going to randomly talk about a lot of people really quickly. The year The good thing about a person, you don't have to tell people how David could say, okay, you know what, I could suggest you do this. Even our ideas. So you're willing to take overview of your idea about and
Morning, last product. Yeah. Yeah, long lasting.
Gerald Henry, and well, I've decided that I'll focus more on socks. It's really a problem in schools, athletes, and the average person where usually sweats and stuff. There are problems wearing socks. So we have here is very comforting. It enables you to it have your foot cooled, and problems with heels aren't really supporting the socks where heels where their toes especially they wouldn't be infected by any bacteria or any fungus or anything. And it also has wonderful style like this gentleman here. You can also
Welcome straight to go for and go on to teach well that I use photography
one idea.
to hold it damage. Yeah.
Oh, so we may have so all right, so school. So you raise East Mocha business ideas. Stand up and come in this school. Right, you want to go to the school? Pajama. You could come as what is this? Tranquility. So you go down and you have so here the most I want everybody to try to be organized, want to add an opinion to move on. So you have product a little bit. You know, if you have somebody in the team who's good in